For some reason, my English GCSE went out the window for this video, as I can't seem to get any words out at all and string any sentences together. But nonetheless, we've got a top of the table clash against Manchester City. Always seem to be playing a Manchester team in these videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Football Manager 2019, Part 8 of the Sugar Daddy Challenge. And we're coming slowly to the end of this challenge, this experiment, as some people like to call it. But let's take a quick look at how we've been doing since you were last with me. And obviously we played the Carabao Cup final where we won against Manchester United. And we just played them in the FA Cup 6th round and beat them 3-0. And it's been all green so far, and we hope to continue that. This is how the Premier League is looking then. And essentially, it's ours to lose at the minute. We're 6 points clear of Manchester City. We've got a game in hand, and we play them next after we play Sheffield United, who are 19th at the minute. Realistically, we should win this. Obviously, as everyone thought when this career started, obviously when you got unlimited money, it's impossible really not to win everything. Just disappointed that we can't do it unbeaten. Obviously old pesky Arsenal that beat us, but nonetheless, let's go and try extend our lead at the top of the table by taking on Sheffield United. And this is the team that we're putting out there to try and do that. So we've got Donnarumma in goal. The usual back four of Alaba, Ramos, Varane and Kimmich. Matuidi and Verratti in the middle. Neymar, Messi and Bale all in behind. Kylian Mbappe. Let's get into this. So it's been a while since I recorded the last Football Manager video. Been about a week, so I'm kind of out of tune with the Football Manager world and how this is all going. But as far as I'm aware, like everyone, we're just winning and winning and winning. We could potentially secure a Champions League spot. Not that that matters, because we won't be seeing next season. Just this one, assertive, yeah, we deserve to qualify, blah, 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 play. Then let's pause and sort all this out quickly. Replays, just goals. A bit slower and then match speed between highlights. There we are, so that's all sorted out. So we play 19th place Sheffield United, who are battling against relegation. Could do with a win really, but obviously we're not going to let that happen. We're going to go out there and hopefully dominate from the first minute, and that's exactly what we're doing. 3 minutes on the clock, and Lionel Messi scores his 20th goal of the season. It took him a while to actually get off the mark and start running and start becoming the normal Messi that we're used to, but he's shown that he can do it in the Premier League in Football Manager anyway. It'll be really intriguing to see if he'd ever come over to the Premier League in real life to prove that he can do it. But I don't think that's going to happen now that he's at the ripe old age of, I think, 31, I think he is, 32. 5 years and him and Ronaldo will both be gone. That's crazy to think. And then we'll be stuck with Neymar and Mbappe, I think, who will be the next big thing. But speaking of Neymar, who just scored his 17th goal of the season, and what a goal it was as well. The initial free kick from Neymar, taken from distance, cleared away from the Sheffield United defender. Neymar absolutely smashing it into the top of the net, beating poor old Dean Henderson, who didn't stand a chance. And we sit 2-0 at the 12th minute at the minute, extending our lead to 9 points clear as we go into the 33rd game of the season against second place Manchester City. Do a quick bit of maths here, so 6 games remaining, so obviously 18 points is the maximum that we can get. So the max points Man City can get is 94, so we just need to get to 94 so we can secure that Premier League title, as well as the FA Cup and do the domestic treble. Obviously that's as far as we can go, as we weren't able to be in the Champions League this season. But as I'm rambling, Gareth Bale has just scored the 3rd goal of the game, and it makes it 3-0 if you're just listening to this like a podcast, as you're just listening to me ramble as usual. It's interesting to see Manchester United down in 9th position, considering obviously the career I did before this one. We were Manchester United and we managed to win the Champions League and the Europa League, but seeing that the Football Manager version this time is more realistic to real life, as Manchester United just haven't got the ball rolling at the minute. But it's 4-0, Messi scoring his 21st goal of the season. And once again, going into each game, dominating from the kickoff, as Sheffield United haven't even had a shot yet, and we're 27 minutes in. Mbappe with the cross, just wide by Gareth Bale there, nearly making it 5-0. Are we going to get a big scoreline like we did with Leicester and Southampton on Friday? What an interesting match that was, and I tell you what, it was nice to see Southampton lose 9-0 like that. But nonetheless, Donnarumma with his nice goalkeeper kit, picking it up there, but it was definitely looked like a pass back from Sergio Ramos, but that's all okay. Messi now, Neymar, Verratti passing it around in midfield, just hits the crossbar and goes over from Verratti as we approach the end of the first half. A lot of tired players out there, a lot of players playing a lot of minutes, but obviously we've got the rotation if we need it. But at the minute we haven't really needed it, just playing the best players that we can. The goal's just been disallowed, unfortunately, as VAR disallow a goal here, just like they do in the Premier League. But obviously the VAR is the best thing that has happened to football, making it as possible and makes the referees' jobs easier as well. As we go to the second half, 4-0 up, and it's just about now, just how many goals is it going to be by, and if we can keep a clean sheet. Got a couple of tired players out there who have to make a substitution for in a second. Obviously, we don't want anyone getting injured just before the Manchester City game. But we've got a penalty as someone was pushed in the box, and Messi makes it 5-0, and that completes his hat-trick. Don't need to see the replay of the penalty. It's not going to be any fancy backflip penalty. Alaba now with the throw-in, but Sheffield United trying to get a hold of the ball, but they just can't. Obviously, our players just too good for them since now that they've gelled as well. And obviously, once we got that dynamic sorted out, that was always going to be 100% a guarantee, once they gelled, of winning all the matches. I know that sentence made no sense. I made the long way of going around it, but we got to the end of it eventually, and that's all that matters. And Kylian Mbappe gets on the end of that pass from Verratti, who makes it 6-0, 3 goals away from obviously getting to the Southampton-Leicester score. Interesting to see if we can make it there. 72 minutes to play. Gareth Bale just earned his yellow card, second of the season. Messi now on the attack, plays it out wide to Neymar. Mbappe nearly curling it into the top corner, but Dean Henderson just sees it wide. Jay O'Connell, I don't know who he is, but he's having an awful game for Sheffield United today, as Neymar attacks from that left-hand side. Messi on his right foot. That was never going to go well, unfortunately, for old Lionel Messi. 81st minute, we can make some substitutions now. I think we'll bring on Luka Modric, Insigne, and we'll take off Messi. Messi's done his job. Why have we not got... I quick picked it just to see what the assistant manager thinks, and for some reason we haven't got Dybala on the bench. But nonetheless, 86th minute, and we've bung on Werner, Insigne, and Luka Modric. 3 bad substitutions, you know, not too bad to make at all. Dean Henderson making a good save there in the 89th minute. 2 minutes left to play, and surely we have to be seeing out the last couple of seconds. Goal kick as we try to increase our lead from 6 to 7, but I don't think it's going to be happening. I think it's just going to be a 6-goal lead, as I move that away so that's not on the screen the whole time. David Alaba now out to Kimmich. Verratti in the middle of midfield, trying to find who is on that right hand side at the minute. I cannot think, but he tried to find someone, but he couldn't find him. And nonetheless, as I gibber and jabber my way through this game, it's full time, 6-0 to Emsworth. A stunning result against bottom 3 Sheffield United. But now we got to try and turn that form and as we go play Manchester City to hopefully solidify our league win earlier than had planned. Right then, no changes to the lineup against Manchester City, because why would we after that dominating win against Sheffield United? I know it's a different class of team, Manchester United is Sheffield United, but Manchester City, sorry, I don't know where I got Manchester United from. Manchester City is a different class compared to Sheffield United, but you know, after a big 6-0 win, it'd be silly, really. I'm just sitting back there about saying no team talk. Oh, for God's sake. But hopefully, I think we should be fine as we get this game underway. And this should take us one step closer to solidifying that, not Champions League, that Premier League trophy. If I can actually get my tournaments right and my sentences right. Oh, João Cancelo, though, as I'm distracted by my cat climbing all over my setup. I need to chuck out of my room in a minute. João Cancelo scores the first goal in 11 minutes. Sane, I need to see this goal, so I wasn't actually looking. Sane have a ball over the top. That's sloppy there from Emsworth. We need to be closing down, and that is sloppy from Donnarumma. Conceding that is far post from that close. That is not good at all. Hopefully we can answer straight back here. Otherwise we don't want to be giving Manchester City some sort of lifeline into this title chase. Maybe we should have made a couple of changes. That might have done the job. But out wide to Bale. Neymar finds him, and that's a fantastic goal from Gareth Bale. Straight back into this tie 1 minute later. Now have a look at the replay here. Matuidi intercepts, challenges Sane, gets the ball off him, and it's a great ball from Neymar, finding Bale on that left foot of his, and that's a fantastic volley into the top of Ederson's net. As we find 1-1 here at the Etihad Stadium. It was definitely going to be a much more difficult game compared to when we played Sheffield United, that's for sure, and we need to chuck some team talks out there because we're losing once again 2-1 to Manchester City. The team is not up to standard today. Donnarumma once again just watching the ball go past him. That's not good enough from the young lad there. He needs to sort it out. Otherwise John Oblak could be coming on at half time, that is for sure. Verratti's looking tired already, and then we might need to change him for Luka Modric at half time. Get a bit more playing out there. Sergio Ramos with a challenge though, and finds Bale. Bale hits the post, but I think he was offside anyway. Can't seem to get my words out today when it comes to intercepting or challenging. I seem to want to say the other thing when I'm saying one thing, which makes perfect sense, I know. João Cancelo though, running past all our defenders like they're not there, and challenging Donnarumma once again. The right back is causing big trouble for Emsworth at the minute. Rodri's shot is blocked, and Messi now on the counter-attack, charging forward. Can we find anyone? Just Ederson's hands as he makes the save for the cameras. That's for sure. Ederson now plays it short to Stones, and we nearly caught them out there as they were being a little bit silly with the ball back there. Bale now charging forward. Can we find someone? Messi just gets the shot wide, and we need to be getting those shots on target if we want to be getting back into this game. Half time now, it's 2-1 to Manchester City. It's been a very evenly contested game so far. We need some more shots on target though, and we need to get back into this game assertively. Where's the passion, lads? Do you even want to win this match? And I think if we need to bring off Verratti soon, we will, as he is looking very, very tired. We need to get some sort of spark. Everyone's looking very frustrated. Show some passion, boys. Sane running in on that left-hand side. Alaba could have done better. Donnarumma definitely could have done better from that long-range shot from David Silva there. Man City are opening us up, that's for sure. But Messi on the counter-attack now, charging forward. Finds no one, but he gets a chance to redo. Mbappe hits it wide. 52 minutes and it's still 2-1 to Manchester City. See where this highlight goes, then we'll make a substitution. Verratti in the middle now. Tries to find Bale. Bale ran away though. Kimmich with a cross. Can we find someone? And we do. Lionel Messi. 23rd goal of the season and a fantastic assist from Kimmich there. See here Bale bringing 3 players, all dragging them out, and Kimmich with a fantastic cross into the box. Messi with his left foot, first time into the goal. 2-2, and that's what we need. We need a bit more of that, and I think I'm going to make a substitution right now. Luka Modric for Verratti. Make that sub, and hopefully Modric can put something into this team that we're missing, because obviously we're missing something in the middle of the park at the minute. And Mbappe is looking quiet, and so is Neymar. I think we might need to make a sub there. I think we're going to bring on Luis Suarez for Mbappe. And, Dybala. No, we're going to bring on Jadon Sancho against his old club. Hopefully, playing against his old team will motivate him into scoring. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. 72 minutes, give him a bit more, show some passion, get them fired up. If Man City are inspired, then our players could be fired up as well. 10 minutes and it's a 2-2 draw at the minute. Can we find a winner? That's what we need to do. Positive. Let's go attacking. Let's try and find that winner in the last couple of minutes. Demand more. Hopefully we don't concede though. 5 seconds left. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw, and it is. Well, we're going to be waiting longer to confirm ourselves as champions after a 2-2 draw. But nonetheless, it wasn't a loss. But unlucky boys, it just wasn't our night. And I think maybe we should have made some substitutions and some changes before that game. So let's do a quick bit of maths and work out how many points are left to play. So there's 5 games left, 15 points. Maximum points that City can get is 92. So we just need to win 3 more games and hope maybe Man City slip up. We've got a semi-final in the FA Cup against Southampton later. We're not going to see that. I think if it comes to it, we'll come back for Bournemouth and Liverpool, because Bournemouth should be the title-winning game, hopefully, unless we win it any earlier, then we'll come back sooner. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.